In the frozen wilderness of the Arctic, a battle for survival unfolds. Two massive polar bears, titans of the ice, face off on a drifting floe. Their roars echo across the barren landscape, challenging each other for dominance over precious fishing grounds. As the northern lights dance overhead, painting the sky in ethereal hues, the bears stand their ground, undaunted by the biting wind and swirling snow. These majestic creatures, once rulers of vast territories, now find themselves in an increasingly desperate struggle. Climate change has drastically altered their habitat, shrinking the ice that serves as their hunting platform. As the frozen expanse diminishes, competition for the remaining productive areas intensifies. Each bear knows that control over these fishing grounds could mean the difference between life and death. The larger of the two bears, a scarred veteran of many battles, plants his massive paws firmly on the ice. His opponent, younger but equally determined, mirrors his stance on the opposite end of the floe. Between them lies a stretch of ice barely large enough to accommodate their massive frames. The stakes couldn't be higher. This patch of frozen sea represents their best chance at catching the seals they need to survive. As the confrontation escalates, the aurora borealis seems to pulse with increased intensity, as if nature itself is captivated by the drama unfolding below. The bear's breath forms misty clouds in the frigid air, adding to the surreal atmosphere. Their powerful roars carry across the desolate landscape, a primal declaration of their willingness to fight for what they need. The older bear takes a step forward, his weight causing the ice to creak ominously. His challenger responds with a defiant growl, refusing to back down. Years of instinct and experience have taught these animals that sometimes, intimidation alone can decide a conflict. Neither wants to risk injury in a physical fight, but both are prepared to do whatever it takes to claim this territory. Suddenly, a loud crack pierces the air. The ice beneath their feet begins to shift and split, adding a new element of danger to an already tense situation. The bears' territorial dispute is now complicated by the very real possibility that their battleground might disappear beneath them at any moment. In this harsh environment, adaptability is key to survival. The bears must now weigh their desire for dominance against the immediate threat of plunging into the freezing Arctic waters. Their powerful muscles tense, ready to leap to safety if necessary, even as they continue their standoff. The younger bear, perhaps more acutely aware of the changing ice conditions, takes a cautious step back. The veteran, sensing an opportunity, lets out a thunderous roar that seems to shake the very air around them. It's a gambit, a final attempt to assert dominance without risking a physical confrontation on the unstable ice. For a moment, time seems to stand still. The northern lights flicker overhead, casting shifting shadows across the stark white landscape. The wind howls, driving snow and ice crystals between the two massive predators. Then, almost imperceptibly, the younger bear lowers his head slightly, a subtle sign of submission. The old bear has won this round, but both animals know that in the rapidly changing Arctic, today's victor could easily become tomorrow's vanquished. With a final roar of triumph, the larger bear watches as his opponent retreats, swimming away to search for another ice floe, another chance at survival. As the adrenaline of the confrontation fades, the victorious bear turns his attention to the real prize, the fish swimming in the waters below. He knows that this triumph is fleeting. The ice will continue to melt, the competition will grow fiercer, and he'll face many more challenges in the days to come. This encounter, brief but intense, encapsulates the daily struggle faced by Arctic wildlife in a warming world. As their habitat changes at an unprecedented rate, these magnificent creatures must constantly adapt, fighting not just each other, but the very environment that has sustained their species for millennia. The northern lights continue their celestial dance, indifferent to the drama that has unfolded beneath them. The Arctic night settles in, bringing with it the promise of new challenges and the ever-present need to survive. For the polar bears, and countless other species in this unforgiving realm, every day is a battle, a test of strength, cunning, and adaptability in a world that's changing faster than they can evolve.